Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is Refuge from Narcissism, and this refugee video is sponsored by contribution from Thomas, and here's his story. Hi, Ollie. I was watching this documentary on MMA fighter Frank Shamrock. Near the end of the video, Frank wants to make things right with his abusive brother Ken after skipping his father's funeral. I remember, I'm not into MMA. I'm really not. But I know Ken Shamrock from when he was in it was WWF at the time, but WWE. And I remember him being an asshole. He was a problem. He was a mental basket case. Okay. He could have been big with that company as well, but he couldn't get out of his own way. You know, like he couldn't understand that it was a show and not that it's not real. I mean, the injuries are real in professional wrestling, and I haven't watched professional wrestling in 15 years. But it was like he was treating it like it was like he was in the octagon in MMA, and it ruined his own career. He really did. And as far as WWE is concerned, yeah, that's what they're calling it now. Frank said he left because his father made his love for Frank based on Frank being in a good relationship with his brother Ken. Yeah, well, you know how well that works out. Do you think Frank was the black sheep in a narcissistic family dynamic based on what you see in this video? Frank was no contact with Ken for 15 years and supposedly made up with Ken at the end of the documentary. Do you think Frank messed up by making contact with his abusive brother after 15 years? I'm wondering because I could see this being a scenario I would have to face if I hadn't known about narcissism, seeing my father's in his mid-80s, and I'm not planning on going to his funeral. So seeing that your father's in his 80s, you don't know if you're going to go or not. I'm sure my older brother will hold it against me, and we live in the same city. If we run into each other, I'm sure the first thing he'll bring up is me skipping the funeral of my father. Well, he's going to bring up something negative anyway. Whether you go or not, if you go under the conditions that you're staying away because of narcissism, you're only going to end up getting abused. But back to this. The story I'm talking about starts at 35 minutes and 46 seconds in this YouTube video. Okay, so let's see what we got here. $35.46.
Seeing how he's living now made me really sad and also guilty, knowing I haven't helped him as much as I could have.
All right, so it was already set to that 35. All right, no, it's just 30. Yeah, we're almost there.
Now I have to face a whole different set of emotions. It's time for me to head to Vegas to meet Ken.
The first thing I'm going to tell you here, as I'm seeing this is on Spike TV, it's set up. I mean, I think Spike was in partnership with Vite. It's man.
I just can't understand how somebody can just blow somebody off. What did my dad do to him to cause Frank to not go to his funeral?
If Frank and Ken met today, it could go either really good or really bad.
I wouldn't mind just putting all the cards on the table.
See, this is what I hate. I hate they make it into a show. Like, this is why I almost got to take whatever's happening here with a grain of salt.
That would be therapeutic for everyone involved.
These are people who, if this is narcissism, they're like, these are people who don't understand it. And this is why you don't forgive unless you're ready to forgive.
had a lot of complicated relationships in my life, but none more than Ken. He was the older brother that I idolized. He also beat the hell out of me, humiliated me on many occasions. It's been more than 15 years since we parted ways, and he still hates me for leaving the family.
So, Ken's beating Frank up. Frank leaves the family because I guess the father's probably the pinnacle of all this, the source of all this fucking narcissism. And Frank's the one, or Ken is the one holding the grudge, the bully.
I'm really not sure if we're ready to put all this behind us.
Then don't. If you're not sure, then you're not. If you're not sure, then you're not.
There's a lot of stuff underneath the sea. A lot of bad things happening under there. My father passed away. That was really the only thing that had bound us together anyways. My dad gave him everything. And he spit on him. People ask Jesse, well, what if he gets smart with Ken? Is he going to kick his ass? And my first reaction was, yeah, I mean, I'll come up out of the chair and I will literally beat the hell out of him.
No, dude, I can't. Like, with this shit, he isn't serious. This isn't serious. This is something for fucking TV. Because he probably thinks he's better than his brother deep down, and he's jealous, and this is how this guy used to think when he was at WWE, and he made a complete fucking asshole out of himself. He can't let it go. This guy can't let shit go. He is so emotional and so run by fucking jealousy and inferiority. Believe it or not. Don't take your shoes off. Don't take your shoes off.
Thanks for sitting down with me. And I just want to start by saying thanks for being my teacher and for giving me the martial arts. I look up to you. I think your way was the way.
This is like looking at my father's face, the arrogance, Look, I don't know who put Frank up to this, but this is not what if anybody who was his friend or had his fucking best interests at heart would not have put Frank up to this. Because this guy clearly don't get it. And he never will.
I'm a little confused. The issue that you had with me was that you always felt like I was the one over the top of you, like you needed to get out and do your own thing.
Ken, you didn't believe I could be a super, fighter because
That's
I wasn't.
not true.
I know you wanted me to.
Oh my gosh! I didn't take anybody that I didn't think could do it. You passed that tryout. The only people that pass that tryout are people that are badasses. This is your own insecurity, man.
The journey I was on.
No, you see, and that's a gaslight. That is not. Because what this is telling me is all Ken ever did to Frank was put him down. And whether or not he passed his beloved bar of being a fucking badass, he would never let Frank know that. Ever. And now, when Frank comes back and calls him on it, okay, because Frank's the one who's emotional here, he's the one who's truly fucking broken, okay, this sack of shit Ken could sit there and fucking gaslight him. No, you wouldn't have been there if I didn't believe in you. Fuck that the whole time because this is your insecurity. No, it's Ken's insecurity. Because it's Ken's insecurity that led him to fucking make Frank think like this and feel like this. And this is why you don't go back. Because that's how easy it is to be fucking gaslighted by a narcissistic sociopath. This isn't forget. I have something to show you after we're done with this.
Bro, I was so damaged. When Dad passed, I couldn't even deal with that moment. I didn't even know what to do. And the hardest thing in the world was not to go.
You made the right
I
decision.
did that out of respect.
Don't lie to him.
That's what I thought I was supposed to do.
No. You did that out of anger, out of righteous anger. And you see, and this is the problem here. Because he left under righteous anger, and now he's trying to fucking justify it. I was respect. Bullshit. This guy never respected you a day in your life, Frank, and you know it. It's why you left. It's why you wouldn't honor your father's bullshit request to have me with Ken. That's why. And after 15 years of people like, oh, he's going to make up with your fucking brother. He'll put it on Spike TV. No. No, he's no different than any other friggin' narcissistic sociopath. You try to hit him with the truth, they turn it right back on your fucking head.
Yeah, I don't buy that. I'm not saying this to be disrespectful to you.
Yes,
I'm
you
not
are.
saying this.
Yes, he is. Whatever they're telling you, they're not saying it is exactly why they're saying or doing it. Okay? So whenever they preface that, it's the opposite of what they're going to tell you. I'm not saying this because that is exactly why they're saying it.
To hurt you, but you were a coward. You were a coward.
Always to hold him down. I'm not saying this is why you don't go back. You can't fix this. You can't fix this. Even on a fake TV show, this shit just shines right through.
Coward. Everything that I
Fuck
knew
off.
of you, the way you stood up for yourself, the hard training that you went through to get to where you needed to be, all that went out the window when you couldn't come and face the man
This
that
is
helped
how
you.
you see how he's breaking him. I could see it in his eyes. This is what, like, you think, like, after 15 years, I'm gonna reach this fucking sociopath. Nope. They're kids again. Right back to when this fucking guy used to brutalize him. They all look the same. They all got the same evil, dead, lifeless look in their eyes. Nothing but me. Me. It's all this guy is about. It's all Ken is about. Ken is about Ken. That's all he's ever going to be about.
The guy that saved your life. The guy that gave you the opportunity to train with me.
Here it is.
And you didn't allow him to get any peace at all.
Fuck him.
You let him die with no closure.
Good. And that should have been the answer. Good, because he created you, he created this entire situation, and the reason you're acting the way you're acting right now is because of him. Good. Let him die without closure. Good.
Yeah, I know. I left because, he told me once I learned how to fight, and once I, became a pro, that would be your equal. And, when you just...
I
just
would
threw
be
me
your
down like
equal.
that.
I would be your... And he won't have it. He's like, you'll never be my equal. You'll never be my... This guy's a loser. It's like all narcissistic sociopaths. They are self-hating losers. You could go beat up people. You could go hurt people. Big man. Well, it doesn't take a big, strong man to destroy or hurt people, does it? Especially with the amount of people that have been victims of women on this channel.
In front of the students and the fighters, and it's like, dude, It's not how you treat somebody.
We're
or
fighters, for God's sake.
Oh, we're
I'm not a
fighting.
fighter. I'm a human being.
Frank, you're a fighter.
I know. I'm a human being.
I beat the hell out of everybody.
Let me tell you something. Really good little thing on neurolinguistics. Okay? When they tell you something and they shake your head in the negative, it's how they're telling you they're lying. It's a neurolinguistic tell. I beat the hell out of everybody. No, I'm not. Watch it. Watch.
And when you just threw me down like that in front of the students and the fighters, and
Humiliated them. Humiliated them. That's what it is. Humiliation in front of other people. I've been talking about this. How many times have I brought that up on this channel, especially in my own life with my own father? Twice as soon as I saw him. Looks exactly like how trying to talk to my father. Exactly. This is why this is annoying me so much. But we're getting back to the neurolinguistic part again, where you just, I'm lying.
like, dude, it's not how you treat somebody.
We're
or
fighters, for
treat
God's
somebody.
sakes.
I'm not a fighter. I'm a human being.
Frank, you're a fighter.
I know.
The high pitch inflection. He's starting to panic. And here comes the lie. But he tells you, I'm lying, by saying, I treat everybody like this, as he's shaking his head. No. No, I don't. I treat you like this. Watch it.
I'm a human being.
I beat the hell out of everybody.
I beat the hell out of everybody. No, I don't.
I yelled at everybody.
No, you don't.
Look,
Every time he said it, he shakes his head. Every time he says it, he shakes his head. I yell at everybody. I beat the hell out of everybody. Nope. Nope. Liar. 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 If I had him in an interrogation room, I'd lean on him right there. I'd lean on him and I'd twist him. And I'd break him right there.
Bob was the first man ever to show me love. And when he told me, my love for you is conditional.
Do you see how Frank's head, when he said, my love for you is up and down? That's how you know Frank's telling the truth. And Ken is a fucking liar.
And it's conditional on you making up with Ken and having a life with Ken. And I'm like, Ken, are you kidding me? He's crazier than I am. He's more up than...
Oh, so now Ken's, yeah, I am crazier. He likes that. Ken likes that. He likes thinking I'm crazier. Because he's a sociopath. Lifeless eyes. Dead eyes.
Than I am. And I just realized, I was like, I can't do it.
You know who he asked for before he died?
Here comes
Do
more
you know
guilt.
who he asked for?
Probably me, because I wasn't there.
I believe in my dad. And I believe he knew a lot.
Nope,
When it
it's
came
shaking.
to psychology, working with kids. And he told
Look
me...
at him.
he
See,
said
he's
that-
leaning. Now look at his body posture. Leaning away. Leaning back in the chair in a way which means I want to get away from this conversation. I don't like where it's going. He's open. Wide stance, open, hands relaxed in front of him. He's leaning back, leaning away. He wants to run.
He thinks the only way you and me are ever going to get closure and ever going to move forward is if we had a fight.
Oh, God.
We could go
So
in
I
there-
can dominate you one more time and let you know you're out of your fucking mind. You out of your fucking... They never change. They never fucking change.
And we could get it done. And all the anger and all the stuff that was pent up, we could get out to heal whatever it is that was going on there.
Do
And
we have to beat each other up to get closure now?
it's come on, dude. We did it in training and didn't get paid.
No, but I don't want to get hurt anymore.
This have no bearing on anything that goes forward from here. If you do, great. If you don't, and it'll never be discussed or talked about ever outside of this. If we don't do it, it's just never happened. Either way, dude, I'm good.
Me too. Thank you, kid.
I guess the only thing I have to say now is, man, hey, I ask for your forgiveness, man, for anything that I may have done to hurt you.
There's a fucking weird anything I may have done. Nothing specific, not for beating the shit out of you, humiliating you, making you feel like fucking trash. Me sitting here just fucking gaslighting you and lying you. There it is. There's your arbitrary, whatever I might have done. Fuck off. Fuck off. I told you he was trying to back out of this at this point. I told you. I could tell by his fucking, let's just fight and let me beat you up one last time. Fuck you. Fuck you. Because that's all he knows how to do is hurt people. It's the only way he knows how to have a fucking relationship. I'm going to show you the mirror opposite because I'm going to show you the mirror opposite of this as soon as this is over.
I was stubborn. I know it was hard. But I didn't do any of that out of malice.
Oh, bullshit.
Hurtfulness.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
I ask for your forgiveness as well. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings or disrespect you in any way.
No, I appreciate that.
It's like kissing your rapist. Now he's apologizing to him. It's like having to kiss your fucking rapist.
I'm not sure we could have got it done any other way than like this.
You didn't get anything
done. No way
done.
of skirting and getting around it.
I think a lot of what happened to him propelled him to greatness. That's why Frank has turned out the way he has. He has channeled all of that negativity and then just in a positive fashion built himself up. And it's a constant struggle. Do not kid yourself.
Frank Shamrock not just beat a lot of guys and won a lot of belts. He's established a new threshold in terms of thinking about what MMA fighting is and what an MMA fighter should be.
I think in the future, Frank will go with his heart, his gut. I think he will get involved in martial arts again. It's something that's in him. Just never underestimate him.
When I decided to take this journey, I really didn't know what to expect. I knew I needed to find Perry, and I knew it was time to face Ken, and the rest of my past as well. But I had no idea how hard it would be. All my life, following the Warriors Code has taken me to places I was afraid to go. But always, when I got there, I was glad I made the journey. That's how I feel now. At peace with myself, as a Shamrock, as a fighter, and as a man.
You know, I think that probably would have caused more emotional damage to him than... Because that isn't forgiveness, that... You want us out? I'm going to show you a clip here of true forgiveness. Of a misunderstanding, two people that truly care about each other and forgive. For those who don't know, Lawrence Taylor is probably the greatest, not probably, he's the greatest defensive player who ever played in the NFL. Absolute beast. I mean, I remember watching him as I was a kid. He played for... I hate the Giants, but you can't say anything against Lawrence Taylor being the one of the greatest football players who ever played and the greatest defender. It changed, like, brutalized quarterbacks. Like, just why he was a force. This is a clip from last year of him and Harry Carson, who was another Hall of Fame linebacker on the Giants in the 80s. Watch this. This is what forgiveness is. This is what remorse truly looks like.
I need one thing, one play, one moment that you'll never forget.
After I retired, Harry and myself, we had a little disagreement and we fell out of friendship. And we didn't really talk. But when I was inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Aww. I'll tell you what, we've never had this conversation. I was never critical of him. It was, he perceived that, you know, we had something. I love this man. You know, everybody calls him LT. I call him Lawrence Taylor. I know the man, Lawrence Taylor. And that's why whatever went down between us, you know, that was LT. Lawrence Taylor? No.
Hey,
we've always been good.
I didn't invite him.
No, you didn't.
But he came anyway.
I came.
He was there.
That's right.
I'll tell you what, best football friend you could ever have.
Mm.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
and you
and
know.
he can play a little bit.
Lion of Lions.
Wow, this has been incredible.
You get it? We never even had the conversation. He just showed up. No, you did this, you did that. We good. That wasn't you. That's forgiveness. That's remorse. That's healing. You get it? So, I hope that helps. Thank you so much, Thomas, for your contribution in sending this in. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comments section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, something you'd like me to expose, you'd like to set up a Skype phone call, have a private video made, you'd like to make a contribution to the channel in general, or sponsor a video like this for someone who can't afford it, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with the PayPal and email links in the description box. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been Refuge from Narcissism. Take care.